In this video, we're going to look at making a Python script that assigns images to posters using an online random image API. We can use this script to fill in these posters with all sorts of stuff. Ducks, axolotls, cars, cats, dogs, foxes, and even cats. Here we have a few blank posters on this notice board. These are just planes that I've put into a posters collection. This is the script that we'll be creating, so let's get into this. First, we'll need some imports. We'll use BPY to interact with Blender. We'll also need requests to interact with the API over the internet. From time, we'll need sleep to pause between API calls. From shutil, we'll need copy file object because we can't import images directly into Blender from a URL, so we'll need to save it temporarily. And finally, from OS, we'll need remove to get rid of that temporary file once it's been packed into Blender. Let's start by defining a function that will retrieve a number of images from a URL. This function should optionally take a JSON key, as most APIs will provide a link to an image in a JSON response. Create a loop that continues to retrieve images until it has enough or until it's tried too many times. I arbitrarily decided that if we aren't able to get enough images after trying 5 times for every poster, then something is probably not working correctly. If we didn't track our attempts like this, we'd risk creating an infinite loop, and nobody wants that, and nobody wants that, and nobody wants that, and nobody wants that. Then use sleep to wait a moment to avoid overloading the API with too many requests. Some APIs will cache their images, so if you find that you're getting duplicates, try increasing this value to wait for the cache to clear at the cost of the script taking longer to run. Now make the request to the API, and if the response is JSON, then make another request to the URL in the JSON key field. Then check the format of the image is compatible with Blender. Sometimes these APIs will serve up a .gif or some other format that Blender doesn't accept. An elegant solution to this would be to convert the .gif into another format, but to keep things simple here, we're just skipping anything that isn't a JPEG, PNG, or TIFF file. Then we temporarily store the image, load it into Blender, pack it, and then remove the stored image. Now add the loaded image into a list of images, and if anything went wrong, just keep going in the next iteration. Once the loop is done, just return the images array. Now we'll need a function that assigns a loaded image to a poster. First, create a new material and set it as the active material for the poster. Then set up the node network for that material, create an image node, assign an image to that image node, and connect that image node to the base color of the principal BSDF node. Then adjust the scale of the poster to match the aspect ratio of the image. Now finally we can set up the main block. Make a variable that points to the API we want to use. We can visit this link in our browser. If the page looks like this, then find the link to the image and set the JSON key to the associated key. If instead the API provides a raw image directly, such as with this one, then we don't need a JSON key. We can change these variables later to try out different APIs. Now get the poster objects. In this case, they're all in the posters collection, so we can just get them like this. We could also use bpy.context.selectedObjects and just select the posters before running the script. Now we can call our retrieveImages function to get as many images as we have posters. And we can call our assignImage to poster function in a loop to assign those images to our posters. And that's that. Just click on the Run Script button and wait for the script to complete. This can be quite slow depending on the speed of the connection, so we might have to be patient here. That's all. Thanks for watching.